guys, this is Yuckywood here, and welcome to my first short-part documentary that is a tribute to Nick Yuckywood. Yes, Nick Yuckywood made a lot of documentaries about his life and about his stuff that he had a long time ago. And now, I'm here with the first part of my first short documentary series. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do my short documentary, my short part documentary, my short part documentary stuff. Maybe like this year or maybe next year. I think this is gonna be only for this year. I think so. Yeah. So anyway, today I'm gonna be showing today I'm going to be showing you guys my PBS kids shows that I like. So yeah, this is part 1 eventually. So yeah, and sorry about the late video post because I had a really bad headache and stuff. I am not feeling well. So yeah, and sorry you can't see my face. It's just a lie. It's just a lie. You can't even see my face and stuff. So yeah. So what I got here is the list of my favorite PBS kids shows that I like. So yeah, I'm just gonna review a few. So yeah. So this is gonna be a short. This is gonna be a short part 1 first off, and sorry about the short first part because I wasn't feeling well all day, and yeah, I wasn't feeling good all day. So yeah, so this is gonna be a short part. So yeah. So anyways, let's get started with the with some PBS kids shows that I like. So yeah. So this one now in this first part I'm gonna be showing you my favorite PBS kids shows from the early 2000s, even though they're not early 2000 shows. So but anyway, I'm gonna show you to them right now. So let's get started with my first and favorite PBS Kids show, which is Teletubbies. I do like this show. Teletubbies was my #1 favorite show. But oh guys, if you hate any of these shows, opinion respected. I respect your opinion on those PBS Kids shows. Do not hate or do not say anything mean about my like of these PBS Kids shows. So yeah. So yeah. Anyways, Teletubbies. Yes. Teletubbies was my childhood. Since I watched this show since the mid 2000s. I think I used to watch Teletubbies since 2004, and I don't remember what was the first. I don't remember what was the first episode of Teletubbies that I watched when I was little, but I do remember seeing Teletubbies episodes from a long time ago, like from the 2000s and the 2010s. I used to watch all the shows, all the Teletubbies episodes. Well, except the UK version, because I never heard of the UK version since 2011, I guess, or maybe it's oh yeah, I never heard the UK version of this since 2011 or 2014. I don't remember. So yeah, and on I think 2009 or 2010, I got my very first Teletubbies video that I have. Hang on, let me get it. It's right here. So yeah, I got my first Teletubbies video, which is favorite things, which is a 1999 VHS, and yeah. So yeah, I didn't get this for my birthday though. I just got it from a baby store from a long time ago. So yeah, so I got this VHS from 2009. So yeah, I'll just keep it aside right now. Yeah, or maybe I'm just gonna put it back. Yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah. And my second video that I had, my second Teletubbies video that I had is Big Hug. Big Hug. Yes, this is the 2000 VHS, and yes, I used to have this. I think I have this for like Easter of 2011, I guess. So yeah. So yeah. My aunt gave this to me for an Easter present. So yeah. So yeah. And yes, guys, I still like Teletubbies. Whoops. Oh shoot. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Yes, guys, I still like Teletubbies. So yes, even though I am 17, I still like Teletubbies. So is Nick Yuckywood, since he's like older and stuff. So yeah, sometimes some people who are Teletubbies fans can't help loving Teletubbies. So yeah, I still like Teletubbies throughout the years. So yeah. Oh yes, almost forgot I almost forgot that Teletubbies. If you don't know this, Teletubbies got a reboot in 2015. Yes, I just heard it from a long time ago. I just heard it since they first shown the trailer in August of 2015. Because I never know they were having a reboot of this. I never know. And I didn't know that reboot was gonna be on Nick Jr. because the reboot of the Teletubbies was gonna be airing on Nick Jr. So I didn't know about that. And yes, I do like the Teletubbies reboot also, but not really, unfortunately, because I don't like the intro of it, because the intro ruined the Teletubbies intro from the old show of Teletubbies. So yeah. That's how. So yeah. Teletubbies was my childhood. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Okay, let's continue with the Barney and Friends. Yes, I like Barney and Friends. I don't remember I do remember watching Barney and Friends since I do remember the first time I watched Barney and Friends. I think the first time I watched Barney and Friends was maybe like in 2005. I used to remember watching a Barney and Friends episode from a Barney and Friends. I remember in 2005. I remember watching the first time. I remember the first time I watched Barney and Friends for the first time. I don't remember what episode that I watched since I watched Barney for the first time. I think it was like a season 7 or a season 8 episode. Hell no. I watched watched Barney Friends for the first time on an old VHS, but I don't know what episode it was. Unfortunately, I think it was a season 7 or season 8 episode. So yeah. So yeah. I used to like Barney throughout the years. So yeah. So yeah. Okay, next is Reading Rainbow. I don't remember watching this. I don't remember watching Reading Rainbow, but I do like Reading Rainbow since 2011 or 2012. I think it was 2011. I used to like Reading Rainbow, and the first time I watched Reading Rainbow for the first time was an episode called "If You Give a Mouse a Cookie." I used to have the book though of it, but I can't show you to it right now. So yeah, it was in a recorded VHS that I have from 2007. Yeah, I really liked it. I really like the episode of "You Give a Mouse a Cookie" because I have the book of it. So and I like the part where bowling balls were made. That was my favorite. And I got a scene. I just got a scene where this guy was where this guy was where this guy was getting was making a dominoes a domino course. So and I do remember seeing this a lot of times since I was like 4 years old in 2007, and yeah, yeah, and in the episode when the episode stops, it continues with the Between the Lions episode, and it was the seed episode. It's the episode where Theo and Lionel were seeing a flower in a pot. Yeah, I should remember the Between the Lions episodes. Episodes. I should remember more of the Between the Lions episodes because I don't remember all of the episodes, unfortunately. So yeah. Okay, next is Dragon Tales. Okay, if you guys don't know what Dragon Tales is, Dragon Tales is a show where these kids named Max and Amy and Emmy we're going to to this world called Dragonland, and yeah, there was those dragons. Like the blue one was Org, the little one was Cassie, and the green and purple twin dragons were I forgot what their names is because I kept forgetting what their names is, but I remember two of them. It was Org and Cassie, and yes, and I don't remember what the twin dragons were because I don't remember. So, I don't remember. My memory is out of balance right now. So yeah, I used to like Dragon Tales since I don't remember what year I used to like Dragon Tales, but I do remember watching a Dragon Tales video. It's called "Be Cool for School." I don't remember what the year that VHS got released, but yeah, yeah, it's yeah. I used to watch that video in my grandma's house. Yeah, I do used to remember that. I think I used to remember watching that Dragon Tales video from 2010 or 2011. So yeah. Okay, next is Zoom. If you don't know what Zoom is, okay, okay, you heard about this one, this PBS Kids show. Um, Zoom. I don't remember Zoom a lot because I never heard of that show Zoom before when I was little. But I do remember seeing one episode. I do remember seeing one episode of it. I think, I think, I think I remember seeing it from 2007 or 2008, because that's the years I do remember seeing a Zoom episode. But in a 2016 or a 2000 2016 or 2000 or maybe it was 2016. It was in 2016. I realized that this show was made by WGBH because I never heard that Zoom was made by WGBH, which is the show, which is the same company that made like for that made like Curious George and stuff. So and other WGBH shows that they made for PBS Kids. So yeah, I do remember seeing a few episodes of Zoom, but there are season 1 episodes and season 2 episodes from last year, which is 2019, and I do remember seeing a few episodes from season 1 and season 2 of Zoom, and I still kind of like it though. And I don't remember I don't remember listening to the song Zoom, the Zoom theme song, because I never heard of it. I never heard of the Zoom theme song, but I'll check it out maybe later, because I don't feel good right now. Ah, yes, Zaboomafoo. I used to like this show because I remember watching Zaboomafoo since 2005. 2005 was the first time I saw Zaboomafoo, and I think it was summer 2005. I used to watch Zaboomafoo for the first time. It was the talking lemur with the Crab Brothers, and they learn about animals and stuff, and yeah, and about that, and yeah, they talk about animals and stuff, and there was just like the animation Zabu, which there's a segment called Zabuland where Zabu was telling stories about what he did in Zabuland. So yeah, and there's some male segments. There was like an owl or a falcon or a duck flying underneath Chris and Martin, and it was so funny. And yeah, there was this girl named Jackie who mailed the Crab Brothers in every episode, but not in every episode though. She was replaced by the Animal Rescuers in season 2 of Zaboomafoo. So yeah, but I'm really sad that the show got canceled in 2001 and it got taken off the air. I think it got taken off the air in WGBH. I think it was 2009 or 2010 it got taken off the air because it was replaced by Wildcrats, which is a spin-off series of Zaboomafoo. So yeah. So yeah, I will still remember watching that show. And yes, in 2017, I watched all the episodes from Zaboomafoo. Yes, just the season 1 episodes. I didn't watch the season 2 episodes since mid 2017. So yeah. So, yeah, I still like this show. Okay, next is Clifford the Big Red Dog. Yes, I used to like Clifford since I don't remember what year I used to like Clifford. But but um but I heard but I but I used to like Clifford since I watched him on YouTube in 2011 or maybe 2012. I don't remember. There was this big red dog, and and named Clifford, and with his and who was who was taken care by Emily Elizabeth, and yeah. So and yeah, and then she moved like to Birdwell Island because in the city he was just too big for an apartment now. So yeah. So yeah. I do remember. I do remember watching Clifford on YouTube, but I never watched Clifford on PBS Kids a lot because I never watched Clifford on PBS Kids. I never watched Clifford on PBS Kids when I was little because I don't remember. So yeah. Okay, next is Between the Lions. So speaking of that 2007 VJs that have the Green Rainbow, You Give a Mouse a Cookie episode. Let me talk about the Between the Lions. Yes, this is the same this is a WGBH show apparently, which is the same show that was made by made from Zoom. So yeah. So I used to like Between the Lions since 2007 because I do like the lions though. They're so in my opinion the lions are so adorable. I am yeah, I do like the lions though. Cleo, no wait, not Cleo. Leona was my favorite because Leona is the cutest lion I ever seen in the show. And Lionel was my favorite too because I like Lionel's voice and stuff. So yeah, and I like Lionel's style. I like where he's wearing like this green and white striped shirt. And yeah. And I do remember seeing 2 episodes of that show. The first one was the episode where Theo and Lionel was looking at a flower, and yeah, and I do remember, and yeah, the second one was the Three Goats No Waiting episode where the lions were putting on a play about the 3 Billy Goats ref, and yeah, and they're learning about the O sound, the O and A sound, and I do remember watching a segment where Ari Smarty Pants was doing a polka about the O sound in Boat. That was my favorite scene of that episode. So yeah. So yeah, and I and I and I and I don't remember the rest of the episodes until 2014 because I used to watch all the episodes since 2014 on YouTube. So yeah, I still like this show. So yeah. Okay, okay, and next is the Big Comfy Couch. If you don't know what the Big Comfy Couch is, the Big Comfy Couch is a Canadian show where they show a clown named Lunette with her doll Molly in this like big green comfy couch. And yes, this show ran in 1992 to 2006. And I remember watching this show since 2006 or 2007. I used to watch the show, or maybe it was 2008, 2007 or 2008. Well, not 2006 though, because I don't remember. I think it was 2007 or 2008. I used to watch the show. But yeah, I used to like the show. I used to remember watching all the episodes on the show in my grandma's house, and yeah, and then on 2013, I got the season one DVD of the Big Comfy Couch, but unfortunately, it does not work. I have to get, and yeah, I got rid of it because it wasn't working. So yeah. So yeah, I used to like Big Comfy Couch now, but I never saw the I do saw the episodes of the Big Comfy Couch, but I'm not interested in this show anymore. So because I'm too old for that show. So yeah. So yeah, that's sad. I don't watch it anymore. But but I do remember seeing the Big Comfy Couch. I do remember in my childhood. So yeah. Okay, next is the Bernstein Bears. Yes, the Bernstein Bears made a show on PBS Kids. I think since 2001, because I don't remember, or 2003, because I don't remember what year the Bernstein Bears the series was made. Everybody's saying the show was made back from the early 2000s, but I don't remember what year it was, because I think everyone's saying it's just all mixed up. So yeah, I do like the Bernstein Bears because I like the voice actors of the show. Like Sister Bear was my favorite, and Brother Bear was my favorite too. And yeah, yeah, and yeah, I never saw the funding credits before because I thought the funding credits, in my opinion, I thought the funding credits would be real. So will be extremely rare. I mean, yeah. So yeah. I thought they were real. Okay, this is strawberry milk. If you guys don't know, this is strawberry milk I'm drinking. Okay. Yes, I do like the Bernstein Bears, but I never get to see all the episodes of the show because they were like in the early 2010s they were like copyrighted by Treehouse, which is a Canadian TV children's network, and yeah, that's stupid. That's sad, and yeah, and in 2000 in the mid 2000s in the mid 2010s they released the show the Bernstein Bears episodes from that PBS Kids show. I don't remember seeing all of the episodes though, but I do remember seeing them. I remember the first time I watched the Bernstein Bears. I think it was 2006 that I used to watch the Bernstein Bears. Since It's a Big World was released. So yeah. Never heard of it, but I never watched it. But I never watched it for a long time. But oh yes, like the Bernstein Bears. But it's not actually in the series though. But I just want to tell you this: the Bernstein Bears were like talking about Jesus and stuff, and yeah. I was surprised that they talked about that the Bernstein Bears were talking about Jesus and stuff, which is really good because I didn't know about that. So yeah. What? I'm filming here! Hang on. I'm filming here! Okay. Sorry about that. That was my Grammy. Yeah. Jeez, my head is hurting. Oh, God. Okay. Yes, I heard about the Bernstein Bears, the show on PBS Kids, but I didn't watch all the episodes. So, yeah. Okay, I think that's it for now. But stay tuned for part 2 of this. So, yeah, I'll do part 2, like, maybe tomorrow. So, yeah, when I feel better. So, yeah, so that's all for part 1. See you guys in part 2. So, yeah, adios.